This is my son. This is an x-ray of his leg. As you can see here in this space, there is a major gap. My son had a vitamin D deficiency, and he also had the disease called rickets. Rickets causes the bones to be soft, and it also causes the bones to grow deformed. You can also see here these little nicks. These are little fractures and things, and you can see that the bones are not thick at all, but they're very thin. As we found out about his vitamin D deficiency, we also found out that it causes fractures. We found out that he had rickets. This all happened after we believe he was constipated for some time. He was not actually constipated. And when they went in and did x-rays, my son had a fracture on his leg. That's how we found out he had a vitamin D deficiency. For years, he had been traveling on his knees around the house. And they kept on telling us, oh, the bones have changed, his bones have changed, they'll get better. And we kept waiting and waiting and waiting. And we finally got tired. We're like, we're not doing this anymore. And come to find out, he was deficient in vitamin D. It's so important that you're making sure you're getting your baby's vitamin D checked. As you can see here, how his bones were, they don't look like this anymore. They're thick now after we got him on vitamins, literally vitamins. Not that he has to take some kind of major pills or anything, but vitamins. And these bones and everything became thicker. The fractures that he had, of course, you can see, the little pieces there, but they don't look like that anymore. And this space right here where this gap was, all that came back together. And now where he used to travel on his knees around the house to get around and everything, or he would walk like he had osteoporosis or something, he is able to stand up. His foundation has been fixed, and he's able to walk normal and all. He's able to, develop in his brain and stuff, because it also causes developmental delays as well. So his brain, he's also able to process things and to learn better, all because of vitamin D. Guys, get your baby's vitamin D checked. It's nothing to be playing with. Many doctors ain't out here telling people about it. And as I said, for breastfed mothers, you believe that you're giving your children every single thing that they need, because that's what we have been taught when you breastfeed your babies. And after you breastfeeding them, so they're getting the nutrients and everything that they need. That is not true for many. Actually, they have a lack of vitamin D because it's not coming through in the breast milk. Some of the mothers are deficient in their vitamin D. So parents too, get your vitamin D checked. You walking around here tired and burnout and all these different things, get your vitamin D checked. All of that, because it can contribute to your babies having a lack of vitamin D. But if you're formula feeding, you may be saying, well, what about formula fed babies? They say there's a pendulum that swings back and forth, and formula fed babies are getting the vitamin D that they need because they're putting it into the formula, but the breastfed babies are not. However, I am not a medical expert. I just know from experience what I have dealt with